Welcome to another episode. Dr. James Beckett, Sports Card Insight. We're talking about being out of stock. And is that an investment fallacy or is there something to that? First, thanks sponsors, Beckett Media, Beckett Grading, Beckett Authentication, ComC.com, Burbank Sports Cards, Mike Stadium Sports Cards, Heritage Auctions, Huggins and Scott Auctions, Topps, Panini, and Upper Deck. Back in the day when a local card shop was out of stock, it could be good for business. It could be bad for business. And that is not what's going on now. What's going on now with the COVID is out of stock. Well, there's some of that, but there's also the out of stock because cards are not shipping. And so we're going to have probably a pretty strange situation where there are no releases for a while because they're either stuck in the pipeline with in distribution that can't be released because of non-essential businesses. I think we could try to convince our president and the other government and legislators that card collecting is an essential service, but I think that's a pretty uphill battle. So out of stock in the old days sometimes was good because it meant that a product was moving. Nowadays, if you're out of stock, that means you missed a sale. If you're out of stock and people then back in the day, they could go to the other, local card shop that was either across town or, in the next, a few blocks over back in the heyday. But that's not, realistic now because the out of stocks we're talking about now are where it's out of stock for everybody. It's not being delivered. I did that fun episode with James Good, of ComC, where he talked about his circuit in the Seattle area, where he jumps in his car maybe on a Saturday morning and goes around and hits 11 different, Targets and Walmarts and whatever, and tries to see if they've perhaps just reloaded right before he gets there, or he can get first pickings. But that's got to be slowed down. I don't go there just for that. But if I'm in a Walmart, I take a peek. They're sold out of the stuff that's being talked about. What they've got left is the stuff that's what they got left. And it's amazing how collectors are pretty savvy about. So what's in stock is not what the people want. That's the problematic part of this wonderful business that we're in, is that if it's there, collectors don't seem to want it. That means people passed over it. But if it's there, then, like I said, maybe other people passed over. If it's not there, that's what you want. So, again, in the old days, inventory, could appreciate, and that's actually the case now. But, if you could even go to a local card shop. So my heart's out to our sponsors, Mike and Rob and Ryan over at Burbank. What's good for business is to have the cards that the people want, have the people be able to come in your shop and browse and enjoy and walk out with something that you wanted. And if you're out of stock, that doesn't happen. So here's hoping that the card companies that the whole society is unlocked at the end of this month, and then we get back to business as usual. And the hiatus that we've had would give us an opportunity just to really appreciate what we have had and perhaps even taken for granted. So if your dealer is out of stock of something, try to take into account why that may be, and again, support your local card shop as much as you can. So thanks, listeners. Be back again Monday with another episode.